Greetings, my multiversal friends, families, followers, subscribers, and the global community at large. I've come another week to extend the invitation to you. Yes, you. To ponder a question or a concept, and we have a question this week, and the question is, who designated you? Who designated you to be the rock star, the superstar, the business owner, the entrepreneur, the kingmaker, the queenmaker, the pharaoh manifestator? That you are the trendsetter, the trailblazer, that you are the social justice advocate and rebel rouser that you are. So according to dictionary.cambridge.org, a designate is defined as a state that something has a particular character or purpose. That doesn't sound like I get to claim that for myself. It sounds almost like someone else gets to designate my value, my character, or my purpose. So there are involuntary things, thoughts, concepts, presets, discriminatory biases superimposed upon us every day that we live, breathe, and have our beings. Once we know that this is happening, know that you better know in this moment that we don't have to accept others' designations for our lives. Well, what do you mean? So it's like when people say that you ain't gonna amount to nothing because you're gonna be just like your grandpa and G-Ma, you're gonna be just like your deadbeat dad, you gonna amount to nothing just like your mammy, all the relationships in your family done failed. Well, that's just how things go, and because you don't have the high school diploma or a college education, you can't be a business owner. Oh, because you black, you automatically must be predisposed to violence and chaos and destruction. And because you're a woman, that must mean that you should be subservient and do, like that song, cook, clean, and wash everything. Somehow there's a designation imposed upon you by others. But you don't have to accept that as truth into your life, because we get to designate ourselves as we see fit in the season. And the season is, this is my season to do some inner work and invest on myself to become a better version of whom I am for me as I walk and move through this world. So in that moment that you do that inventory of all the work that you've done on yourself, you get to designate yourself from that place. That deems your character, that deems your purpose, not what somebody else said, but what you say, what you've determined, what you have isolated in your inventory. And know that we get to change that designation as we see fit. So if 6 months from now we've achieved some goals, we've aligned ourselves with some purposes and have manifested that in the full, and we've set new goals and we have a new purpose on the other side, and we've done some additional work on ourselves, we've achieved some new personal internal goals, we get to redesignate ourselves. Not because somebody told me who I was going to be, because I told me who I was going to be. So let's be clear. We are the ones that must understand and be clear about our state of character and purpose. Yeah, that's right. We have to be clear about it. We got to understand it for us. So we get to affirm to ourselves what our character and purpose is. We must be clear about it so that nobody else gets to blur the lines or mess things up. So know that today you get to designate yourself.